talking about the mating rituals of the human being. Let's get to listener correspondence.
Nice.
By all means.
First one from Curtonian Chat. Did you talk about the new consoles in the beginning? Not really, no. Will you get one, both, or will you stick to your PC? Excited for any next-gen games?
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Xbox One, I refuse to own. The PS4,
Agreed.
I want to own, but I don't know if I'm going to. I'm certainly not going to go break my, break my hand getting my wallet out for day one.
I will do the same as PS3 and get one eventually.
I do, and I'll put it. I also say this. I'm glad for a couple things because I used to be an Xbox owner. I have an Xbox One. And I've had an Xbox 360, and it wasn't because I liked the platform. It's because I liked a couple games that were exclusive to it. And if it weren't for Halo, I wouldn't have had them. Now I don't have to worry about that.
Can you tell the story as why you don't have to worry about it? Because your TV is gone and nothing else. Because that is a really bizarre thing.
Yeah, I came home one day and found, and the worst part is I'm not dead certain the exact time of when it happened, but someone broke into my house and stole 3 things. They stole exactly
3.
Yes, my television.
What was the other one?
They stole my television, my winter jacket that had been sitting out across the couch because we'd had a cold day earlier, and I wore the thing about a week earlier, and I kept forgetting to put it away.
There's a crackhead that forgot to dress warm.
And they stole my microphone. My Super 55, the big radiator mic that I used to have, they stole that. Those are the 3 things that they got in. And the thing is they literally undid all the cables and left it there. I had an entire collection of games. I had the 360. I had an entire music collection in the room with it. They didn't touch a fucking thing. They just left with the TV.
They laid the cables neatly over the entertainment center. I mean, it wasn't even just rip it out and throw it anywhere. It's just
and set it down.
Over.
It's fucked up.
It's the strangest
and it's
thing.
never happened since.
And he had like 3 computers in the other room.
Yeah, I had a full fucking PC
there.
sitting there that was actually a pretty decent one, although the one I have now. If anyone touches it, if anybody breaks and steals that, I will blood hunt the motherfucker. I will blood hunt that son of a bitch because that thing is a nice machine. I am very proud of it.
Bizarre thing.
So
no
literally,
Xbox
my answer is that eventually I get a PS3. I'm sorry, PS4. But I'm not going to hurt myself getting to it because my priorities have kind of shifted, and I've gotten so invested in Steam.
Steam has ruined
that
console gaming.
It kind of
until they come out with the Steam console,
which I'm hoping I can get in on beta for that. And if not, I'll still get a Steam box. Well, I don't need a Steam box. I could get a Steam box for my daughter, maybe, but the thing is that
your computer's powerful, and if you don't even have to worry about that.
Exactly. I'm just gonna when Steam OS is available for installation on its own, I will fucking sure do that. Get my own little separate partition for it, and I'll be like, "This is so sexy." So, that's my thing. Is that the Xbox One? I refuse to deal with at all because of various technical reasons that they don't want me to go into, but there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's just not something I appreciate in what they're doing. The PlayStation 4, on the other hand, has some great technical merits that I'm intrigued to see how it actually functions. And I want to see it really go. And I like what they've done overall. And
that live rendering video that we watched was truly impressive.
Yeah, that was.
Genuinely impressive.
And so if I do go console, the first console I'm going to end up with would be a Steam box. Because they're coming out either end of this year or beginning of next year. That's right, no, beginning of next year, isn't it?
I was about to say they're probably out of time to release it this year.
Yeah. I forgot.
It really depends on because
you're just crowding and dividing your market. I mean, why?
I'm sorry,
Why try and compete with the PS3 and Xbox One when you can wait a half year and just have a whole market to yourself?
Yeah, and what happened was I got confused because I've been keeping up with that, but I've also been keeping up as fervently with Ubuntu Phone operating system, and that's coming out. That's coming out later this year or early next.
So unfortunate.
Is it my turn?
They just didn't quite get that. Yeah, by all means.
Oh, it's still happening.
Oh, well.
Stop it. We're not getting into Linux tangent. Stop right there.
So anyway, speaking of...
John has yet to be sold on Linux.
So, my answer. I have 2 PS4s on pre-order. Unfortunately, I am fucking desperate for money, so they are both
Lord.
going to go on eBay as soon as I get them, and I'm hopefully going to sell them for $1,000 a piece. You guys can think whatever negatively aspirations you want of that. That's fine. I owe
Hey,
some
if you make
fucking
money
money.
off it, I'm all for you.
I need out of debt. Like, I cannot afford anything right now. So
You
understand.
You can do
very
it
well.
You know what? Linux is a free operating system.
hate you so much, Scott.
Yes, and it's enjoyable.
The
I mean, it's crap for music
but
applications.
to actually
and
answer your
sadly it
question,
and gaming and
whenever Infamous Second
Everything.
Son comes out, I will buy a PS4 a week beforehand. The Xbox One, I assume I will eventually own, but there are no games for it that are coming out that I want.
yeah, if they had
Titanfall
something
is a game-
exclusive that might make something different. but-
Titanfall is the only console exclusive game I'm interested in, but the
Yeah.
problem is it's only console exclusive. It's also coming out for PC, which means I'm getting it for PC.
Well, there you go.
Which one?
Yeah.
Titanfall.
Fuck yeah.
Titanfall.
Have you seen the sculpt they did for
actually-
the Ultimate Edition?
I should
The
change.
collectors?
I should change my answer a little bit.
It's that tall.
Destiny. If Destiny comes out
John
before
is
Infamous Second Son, I will buy a PS4 a week before Destiny.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just begging them, please put Destiny on PC. You guys already at Bungie admitted that your execs are playing Destiny on PCs upstairs to almost completely quote you guys at E3. Fuck you, put it on PC.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know. I've always thought pretty negatively of Microsoft. I don't think I've ever made a secret of that. And
I think that kind of stands at the table.
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes I feel
stick
like
with
this
Microsoft
podcast-
because of music apps that I run exclusively Microsoft.
sometimes
does.
I feel like this
Yeah.
podcast is like a support group in reaction to the popularity of the Xbox 360 and Microsoft of the last like 5-10 years. That we are like the minority who still despise Microsoft because we remember the fucking
but
90s.
But I feel
we do kind of have the kind of worst
I
operating
feel
system.
equally. I feel equal despite for
Mac.
Apple's image-based. Yeah, I'm better.
Like,
than
right
you because
now,
I have a
I
Mac
found-
thing.
The talk I hate right
but
now.
it works better. So what am I supposed to do? I don't know.
I know.
Here's what I hate right now about all the companies: the word cloud.
I just had a conversation.
Fuck you and your goddamn cloud. Tell me what the fuck you mean. That's
Yeah.
marketing speech, and you goddamn know it.
See,
You
now,
can
the
buy
funny part
you
that
can
I
buy a
just-
Google Chromebook for less.
Like
because it's
Xbox
all
One, what do you
cloud-based.
mean my cloud? Oh, you mean you're going to provide Microsoft dedicated servers for the games? Great. I thought you
No,
already
that
fucking
just
did
means
that.
it's easier to get all
Well,
your
see, and the-
information.
and the
And you
thing
know what? EA always elected not to use your servers anyway. What do you think they're going to do differently this time around?
I'm
Whatever
sorry.
gets
I'm
them the
sorry.
most
I didn't
money.
know
I
he
got
was-
kind of worked up there.
I didn't know he was going to yell.
I think we should all start yelling. Let's
We should. This is like asking
at
me
the same time.
This is like this is the only thing that would make this worse if they ever said that they were going to do a DLC edition to Aliens Colonial Marines that included Talia al Ghul. Then
Well,
I
it's-
just lose my shit.
I think all three of us should right now just think of something that we would get pissed about and rant.
Well,
about.
here's the other thing I
All
get
at the
ticked
same
off.
time.
They talk about your games running and streaming through a cloud. Like, I'm not a professional programmer. I programmed a little bit in my life.
Do we get a
Wait,
comment?
wait. Yes, we did.
Oh yeah, Curtoni says, cloud is the future, don't question it, in all caps.
I'm fucking questioning it. Bullshit.
Oh,
Like, the
bless
problem
you.
is you're not
Bless
gonna...
you, lad.
Like,
That's beautiful.
modern day
good shit.
gaming online works in a prediction manner in that they're trying to predict what move you're going to do, so they'll fucking stream it right. And, you know, that's great if they want to make dedicated servers for that. I was under the impression Microsoft already had them. I know Sony leases a lot of their servers out.
Yeah.
I don't know what Steam does, truth be told.
We don't know what they're going to do because it's never bothered doing anything out of the ordinary, save for what a PC game already
yeah.
did.
But the problem is it's not right 100% of the time.
Correct.
And I would much rather have my
No one
processing
will be.
crunch on a local base, especially in a country like the U.S., where we do not have a consistent quality of internet around the country.
Fucking
Yes.
Submarines.
What the fuck does that have?
Don Matrick.
Okay.
The submarines
That's
thing.
the-
okay.
Submarines, I mean, who does that?
And also a minute ago, Curtoni says, same for me, basically. I will pick up a PS4 sooner or later, probably when the first Naughty Dog game comes out.
It's back to that.
Microsoft marketing made me really not care about their system.
That's no shit.
I have
Okay,
to
I
say
will-
that Ben made an excellent point. It's not so much that Sony won, is that they sat back and watched Microsoft,
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
destroy themselves.
Yeah, they basically shit in
They
their
ruined
own
themselves.
hand.
They had a vision of the future, and fuck you if you disagreed with it.
Yeah,
Pretty
it was.
much.
It really was. It really
It
was
was
a lot
that
like.
Like that was
watching
their
it.
initial go, and that was their initial go for a couple weeks, and they were like, "Oh, never mind. Oh, never
I'm
mind
so
that
sorry.
too."
We were just kidding. We were just kidding when we said if you don't like it, fuck you.
And you know what's funny is like their day one patch is going to undo everything they said the Xbox One would have at E3.
Oh God, yeah.
So-
I'm gonna say, yeah, no shit. Here's the thing. The main reason
they
why
knew
I
this shit
refuse
up.
to do an Xbox One, well, among the okay,
Besides being 359 less than the previous one.
yeah. Well, the thing is that there are problems with it for the fact that they're trying to compete toe to toe with the PlayStation 4, yet the system RAM is DDR3. Whereas the PlayStation 4 is running DDR5.
DDR5.
So the rate of which the
Yeah.
PS4 can get the data back and forth is going to be
Well,
ridiculous.
and have you heard
Insane.
just now? Granted, the initial games are not necessarily what we should be judging by the life of the system, but since it is an x86 chip, these are platforms that people should be able to program on competently out the gate.
Ought to be.
Uh,
Ought to be.
Battlefield 4 running natively at 1080p on PS4, 720 upscaled on Xbox One.
See right there, that is a Microsoft, finger in our face. Just meh. But the thing is that also the other problem is that the Xbox One, even if someone goes, yeah, but the video card has its own RAM apart from the system RAM, it really doesn't matter when the Xbox One is running Windows 8 as well as Xbox operating systems at the same time, along with a third operating system that is doing all the multitasking. Which means that Windows 8 and Xbox OS both are no longer multitasking. They're doing a third operating system, all three of these running simultaneously to get a single unified performance. This is not okay.
For me, the biggest problem is
That's resource damage, and
They
I'm
have-
sure
well,
you know.
they have added
Take it
patents.
right at the camera for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You right there. That they have patented the ability that Xbox One you have to buy Kinect with it, and that they've basically patented the Kinect software to take pictures and video and
Oh, you're going to
everything
talk
else
about the advertising
whenever
stuff?
the hell it wants.
They're trying to fight that so
as long,
hard.
Oh, yeah.
as long as you're in front of the Kinect,
It's
it
fair game.
could. Yeah, it could record you and use
Yeah.
whatever information it
Well,
gains.
luckily now it works
And-
without the Kinect, but
And see,
And
the thing
for
is
that-
that
hey,
I
you're
had-
forced to buy one.
And I'm gonna
But you have to buy one, yeah.
And the way I'm gonna phrase it isn't I'm not gonna reference myself so much as
ridiculous.
I have had several girlfriends that like walking around the house naked. I don't want that in the house with girlfriends like that.
I think
It's
that's
Seinfeld. Is Seinfeld. There's good naked and bad naked.
yeah.
that's everyone in general.
Using a sander or a buffer. It's not
Well, it
good
doesn't-
Susie and I have lived alone so long. I
honestly-
don't ever even though the idea of renting out one of my rooms sounds wonderful for income, I don't want to give up the right to be naked constantly.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'd have to have.
I can't imagine having
another
a kid
person
because that
there.
would fuck all that up.
Yeah.
Well, frankly, I think that person should pay extra for the fact that you're walking around naked.
I don't know because some parents.
Because I've seen you naked, and let me tell you, it's a
Whoa.
privilege.
Time to go. Again, night.
Oh, it's nothing you haven't seen or heard before. So
But I try
Come on,
not.
Scott.
We try to make me the exclusive on this. Damn it.
okay. So let's get to our
Seriously,
what else we
those
got?
are reasons
New
why.
emails.
And the other final thing is that everything people go, well, oh, Microsoft said they're not going to do that now, like the DRMs and all that.
I
Okay,
trust them.
exactly. They say they won't, but they initially said they were totally going to, and they invested money for this technology. There's no way in hell that they're not going to somehow weave that back into us
It'll happen
somewhere.
eventually when they'll do it like Facebook.
Either
and integrate the things, but
Yeah.
not really.
They're either
tell
gonna-
you,
either they're
sort
gonna-
of tell you about it.
Either they're going to do
but-
like the modern method is to manufacture a crisis that isn't really a problem, and they go, oh my God, and then there you go. Now, enjoy this new shackle. Or whatever, but there's no reason for me to believe that they won't fire it back up, and there's every reason for me to believe that they will fire it back up because of the fact that they are economics driven.
I got to tell you, I've been this is a little bit of side tangent, but I've been trying to think of a Microsoft exclusive that would be my seller for the Xbox One. I'm sure there will be one, but I don't know what it would be.
Titanfall would have been it, except for the saving grace that it's going to be on PC.
I didn't buy Halo 4.
It could have been their little.
I'm not a huge Gears fan.
It could have been their little pad. This
the
thing.
Courier?
Yes, the Courier.
Oh goddamn! The Courier was the greatest